Good morning, students. In this lecture, we will discuss next topic, that is theme of the short story, The Prize Poem, written by P.G. Wodehouse. This short story, The Prize Poem, has been prescribed into the syllabus of BCA semester 2nd by Punjab University Chandigarh. So let's discuss theme of the short story, The Prize Poem. Students, first of all, I would like to give you a brief introduction to the writer P.G. Wodehouse. This is image of the writer P.G. Wodehouse. Let's now have a look over the brief introduction to the writer P.G. Wodehouse. P.G. Wodehouse in full, Sir Pelham Grenville Wodehouse. This is full name of P.G. Wodehouse. He was born in October 15th, 1881 in Surrey, England. Died February 14th, 1975 in New York, US. English-born comic novelist, short story writer, lyricist, and playwright. He was best known as the creator of Jeeves, the Supreme Gentleman's Gentleman. So, P.G. Wodehouse was a English-born comic novelist. He was short story writer also. He wrote lyrics also. He wrote plays also, and he was known as the creator of Jeeves, the Supreme Gentleman's Gentleman. He wrote more than 90 books and more than 20 film scripts, and collaborated on more than 30 plays and musical comedies. He has written more than 90 books, more than 20 film scripts, collaborated on more than 30 plays and musical comedies. So this is a brief introduction to the writer P.G. Wodehouse. Let's now discuss theme of the story, The Prize Poem. The story, The Prize Poem, is based on the theme that poets are born, not made. Theme of the story is that poets are born, that a person has quality of writing poetry by his or her birth. Poets are born, they are not made. Ordinary people cannot write poetry. Ordinary people, they cannot write poetry. It needs the immortal fire of inspiration which holds the hand of the poet and writes poetry for him. It needs the immortal fire of inspiration. If there is any immortal fire, any internal fire of inspiration, only then a poet can write poetry. In the story, Wodehouse seems to suggest that nobody can be forced to become a poet. Prosaic people have no interest in poetry. The poet says that we cannot compel anybody to become a poet or to write poetry. Prosaic people, the people who are dull, who have no interest in poetry, they cannot write poetry, and they have no interest in poetry. There is nothing so cruel as to compel them to write poetry. The writer thinks that no act is as cruel as to compel the dull people to write poetry. The writer describes how in a school the students of the sixth forum were compelled to write poems and compete for the poetry prize. In this short story, the writer describes an incident that how in a school students of sixth forum, they were compelled to write poems and compete for the poetry prize. A rich man set aside a portion of his income It was to be spent on an annual prize for the best poem written by a student of the sixth forum of a certain school. The writer describes that there was a rich man who set aside, who put a portion of his income. He told that that portion of his income should be spent on an annual prize for the person who has written best poetry, for the student who has written best poetry. That student would be from sixth forum of a certain school, of a particular school. The subject for the poem was to be selected by the headmaster. The subject for the poem, the topic for the poem was to be selected by the headmaster of the poem of the school. He mischievously mentioned in his will that every student of that class must take part in the competition. The old man died, but the evil that he did lived after him. So, by doing so, he started an evil deed. He, though he died, but the evil that he did lived after him, because the students of sixth forum had to take part in competition of poetry writing. Every year, a new class of students had to take part in the competition. Every year, a new class of students had to take part in the competition. Unwilling students had to write poems against their wishes. Only one or two students liked this competition. Majority of the students felt disgusted with it. That chain was broken by Reynolds after a period of 27 years, not directly but indirectly. So after the death of that rich man, every year the poetry competition was held. The students who were unwilling, they had to take part in that competition. Only one or two students liked this competition, and because most of the students they felt disgusted, means they hated that competition of writing poetry. That chain of competition was broken after 27 years by Reynolds. He broke that chain, uh, not directly but in an indirect manner. Reynolds was regaining health and strength in the school hospital after an attack of illness. He was a senior student. Smith of the sixth forum visited him and told him about the prize poem. When the poetry competition was announced, at that time Reynolds was regaining his health. He was recovering from illness in the school hospital after an attack of illness. At that, he was a senior student. Reynolds was a senior student at that time. Smith, who was of the sixth forum, he visited Reynolds in the hospital and told him about the prize poem. Reynolds got interested as he loved to play the role of a poet. He liked the subject chosen for the poem. He wished to be in the sixth forum so that he could compete for the prize. So, when Smith told him about the poetry competition, Reynolds wanted to take part in that competition because he loved writing poetry. Smith was disgusted, but Reynolds offered to write a poem for him. Reynolds made many attempts to compose a poem. He completed only 4 lines. He wrote them on several pieces of paper. The pieces of paper flew out of the window. Smith entered the competition by submitting the 4 lines written by Reynolds. So, when Smith told him about the poetry competition, Reynolds tried to compose poems, but every time he started writing poetry, he completed only 4 lines. He wrote those lines on several pieces of paper. Those pieces of paper flew out of his window where he was lying in the hospital. Then Smith entered the competition by submitting the 4 lines written by Reynolds. 2 pieces of paper which flew out of the window fell into the hands each of Montgomery and Morrison of the sixth forum. So 4 lines were the page which on which he wrote 4 lines. They were that page was into the hands of Smith, and the other pieces of paper which flew out of the window, they fell into the hands of Montgomery and Morrison, who were taking part in the poetry competition. They were also of sixth forum. Thus, the same four lines written by Reynolds fell into the hands of three students of the sixth forum. They submitted the same for the prize poem. So, uh, all the three competitors of poetry competition, they submitted the same four lines of the poem for the competition. There was no end to the perplexity of the headmaster when he received a letter from the examiner, Mr. Wells. When Mr. When there was no end to the perplexity. Perplexity means complexion, confusion. There was no end to confusion. Means the headmaster of the school was confused when he received a letter from the examiner of those lines of poem, Mr. Wells. Three competitors had written exactly the same four lines. He summoned Smith, Montgomery, and Morrison. He interrogated them one by one. So when he found that same four lines were written by all the three competitors, then he summoned them. Summoned means he called three of them. He interrogated them one by one. He asked them about the similarity of their poems one by one. They admitted they had not written those lines. They had come from Reynolds. They had no desire to win the prize. They had done it because it was compulsory for each student of the sixth forum to send in a poem. Smith could not write poetry. Reynolds liked it, so Smith had got it from Reynolds. So all of them made it clear to the headmaster of the school that those lines had been written by Reynolds, who is lying in the hospital, because they didn't like to write poetry at all. It suddenly dawned upon the headmaster that there was nothing so cruel as to force a prosaic person to write poetry. At that time, the headmaster thought that to compel a prosaic person who has no interest in poetry, to compel that person to write poetry is a cruel act. He sympathized with the boys and allowed them to go. At the next board meeting, he made a forceful speech to change the rules for the sixth forum poetry prize. So at the time he asked all the boys, Montgomery, Gooseberry, and he asked all of them to go from there. And in the next competition, he made a forceful speech to change the rules for the poetry competition. In this way, P.G. Wodehouse has brought out the theme that nobody can be forced to become a poet. So, in this way, P.G. Wodehouse, the writer, he has brought out the theme that nobody who has no interest in writing poetry can be forced to become a poet. So, this is the theme of the short story from section 2. So the theme is that we cannot compel or force any person to write poetry. So students, today we have completed this topic. Tomorrow we will continue with some next topic and and our next lecture. Thank you very much.